Oh, yeah. Do not be alarmed. Do not adjust your headsets or any of that stuff. We got two gangster grills dropping tonight. Jeezy and Snoop Dogg. Are you excited about it, Emmanuel Glaze?
Ooh, feel like we're in the 90s again, boy. Sheesh. Snoop and Jesus.
Gangster Grizzles.
I see you. That's okay. All right. I gotta try them out. I'm gonna try them out. Hey,
Oh, man.
let me ask
What's
you a
up, my
question, man.
guy?
Let me ask you a question. What's up, man? What's happening, everybody? How many times did you listen to Kendrick Lamar album?
Probably a strong 4.
I gotta listen to it again. I listened to it one time, man, and I'm a big fan. So I'm gonna do like you. I'm gonna go in the car
Yeah.
and ride for a while.
You gotta ride to feel
And
it.
see what it feel like, man.
Yeah. That's the only way. That's the only way I can tell if an album is good or if an album sucks. Like, because as you ride, when you vibe, do you skip? Do it something that he say something be like, you be like, woo.
Yeah.
Then you have to go back and that's
Yeah,
how
I think
I've
about that
always
other
done
day.
music like that. I've always done music like that.
I was like, man, I gotta check it out and see if it's still okay.
Yeah, I mean, So my first listen, it was kind of like all over the place. So I was like, okay, let me sit down and let me sip and
Right.
then listen to it. So then I got back in the car. I was like, you know what? I do have I got somewhat of appreciation for it. I got somewhat appreciation for it. So but that's your dude. Kendrick is your dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but I just realized I've only listened to it one time.
Wow.
It must have hit hard for me.
Yeah, must then hit hard. Wow.
I listen to Pimp a Butterfly all the time still.
Man, I got loyalty and royalty. Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Hey,
bro.
man. Speaking of the West Coast, we're gonna start with this. DeAndre Hopkins is back. His 6-game suspension is up
Mm-hmm.
just in time because you had Hollywood Brown go down. So now enter D Hop. Then you also get Robert Anderson, who got kicked out of Carolina. Can D Hop save Kyler Murray and Pretty Boy out there in Arizona in the desert?
He makes them better, and what a game to play against with the Saints to make it feel a little bit better. I think this is a good game to see. I'm ready to see. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a pretentious guy watching football. These guys complain a lot. These quarterbacks, man. Yeah, they're getting hit a lot, but they where's the? I'm ready to see. They always angry on the sideline. Just come strong, man. But D Hop definitely. I want to see how professional D Hop is. 6 games is a long time, but do you
Right.
come out there focused and ready to go, or are you still gonna have like a chip on your shoulder? Are you gonna be playing? I told them, are you just gonna be professional and do what you got to do?
Right.
And the guy from Carolina too. You talked all that trash up there. You're ready to go. They let you go. Here's a great opportunity to play with a team. But this is the game right here that they can right a ship a little bit, get back on course. San Fran done lost some games. The Rams are still tripping a little bit. So Arizona still got a good little. Seattle ain't. Seattle. So if you want to start making moves, time to do it, Maceo.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't. Kyler Murray is so bad to me. And, I was just telling somebody earlier that contract, somebody can get fired behind giving him that contract because through 6 weeks, he don't look like a $200 million quarterback.
Man, don't it look like when they pockets get fat, they just play a little less hard, man.
Man, oh my God, you like, dude, is your wallet out there with you? What are you doing?
You got the money, let's go.
And then the outfits you show up to with the game, you dress like AKA, like you finna go to you finna go to chapter meet.
Everybody was trying to look hard, man. Just come play. What is going on, man? What is going on? Yeah, man. When do we start the contract? I know you say you're not a fan, but when do we start looking and saying, by what game do we say is more of the? Is it Cliff? Is it Kyler? What is it? Do we start looking at with this Arizona team and being like,
We already looking at it because you add extra pressure when you sign him to the deal. Extra pressure is already included. And now you look at his play. Okay, now you got D Hop back. So now you probably get a 2 to 3 game window to where okay, first excuse gonna be we got to get D Hop, back involved in the offense. Then the second week is like, D Hop knocking off the rust. And then by the third week is like, hey, Kyler, are you any good? Again, Steve Keim, somebody gonna lose their job behind that contract, dog, and they should.
You always see those guys. You get to asking those questions like, "Hey, bro, you sure that was a good move by you?" And that's maybe one that hits them with this Kyler Murray thing, man. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm giving them at least 3 or 4 games myself, and it's mainly to give D Hop a chance to get his legs up under him,
Right.
to see if he's the same D Hop. So sometimes when they go on break like this, they don't come back the same way. They leave one way and come back another.
Well, one thing he did during his downtime, he learned how to use Instagram, TikTok. He putting out all kind of content. He even dropped a hype video for himself tonight to welcome himself back. So,
all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here in these TikTok streets if you want to. Mess y'all up.
what you got for me?
All right, man. Okay. After the tough defeat, I'm gonna take 2 segs to talk 2 baseball stories with you. All right. First, who do you like? Padres versus who do you like in the Padres? God,
Phillies.
Phillies, the P's.
Yeah.
Which P team you like? And who you like in the Yankees, Houston? Baseball guy. Who do you like in these 2 series, AL, NL right now?
So in the NL, I do like the Padres.
Okay.
I just think with Juan Soto, I think his addition, it's something about that Padre team, whether it's the pitching, the timely hitting. I just think it's some about them that they're built for a 7-game series. I think they got a little more than Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia felt super accomplished when they beat the Braves. Yeah. So we're going to see how much they do have left in the tank. American League wise, I really like the Houston Astros.
Got to, man.
And they cheaters and all of these other things, but this team can hit. This team can pitch. You see, Verlander went crazy last night.
Yeah,
I mean, he went crazy last night, and you're gonna get him one more time in this series. So, what the Yankees have to figure out is, are they bats gonna come alive night in and night out? And they not, because Houston has very good pitching, and the one thing that they're gonna do, they're not gonna serve up them home run pitches. That a lot of teams, they're not gonna challenge. If you watch Verlander last night, he was away, back inside. It was like 2 innings. I was sitting there like, dude, I honestly thought I was watching Greg Maddux, how he was just painting the coin inside, outside. He was never giving anybody nothing where you can get that fat part of that bat on that baseball. And I just like the way Dusty is managing this team.
Yeah.
I love what he's doing. So, I mean, I think the Astros still got the little bad taste in their mouth from last year. So I think they want to get back over that hump. And they want to, for once and for all, get everybody to say, listen, we ain't got no drone. We're not being on no trash cans. Ain't nobody got no Apple Watches on. We're really playing baseball.
I can honestly say I am pulling for Dusty since the Braves is out. I want Dusty to get over that hump.
Yeah.
Get through it. I'm really pulling for him. All right, so here's my next thing, my part 2. Which Braves team was the real team? The World Series champs or the team that lost in the second this year? Because were they just hot last year or was this the type of team that we feel maybe could only go
Well,
past the ALDS? What are your
well,
thoughts?
now, baseball is about getting hot at the right time, and the Braves got hot. The Braves made all the right moves last year. When Acuna went down, they had
Right.
an answer for almost everything.
Good point.
Double A just did a masterful job putting this team together down the stretch last year. This year, we didn't get the hitting.
Yeah.
The bats just went cold in this Philadelphia series for whatever reason. Once Acuna kind of got himself together, and it's like everybody else bats died. We got subpar pitching as well in this series. That with the night Free got touched up.
Yep.
I think that was like a blow to our egos. And like I say, we didn't get much from Austin Riley, didn't get much from Dansby, and these were guys who had just got hot toward the end of the season. I mean, look at Olsen, but this team, you're gonna make the move in the offseason, you're gonna sign Dansby to his big deal. So everybody's coming back. You're gonna have Mike Harris for the entire season. So the Braves are set up to make a nice little run. But I think we're gonna see better. This team just could not hit when it needed to.
You know what I thought about? I was thinking about this team from last year. Double A did make some great moves, and none of those guys who helped us big time in the postseason came back this year.
Right.
The World Series MVP didn't come back.
They all over the place.
We had 3 big signings that came in the second half of the season that we didn't have. Now we have the Braves have a more solid youth movement. Now you're looking like, okay, can we move higher with this team? We got solid people. Is the pitching solid? The question everybody, I think is without a doubt, you want to bring Dansby back because people have said he's the soul of the team. But I'm just wondering, we always talk about the pockets of the Braves. Let's see what happened, man, because they got holes. They got a few holes in their pitching staff. What do we do next year? I'm just looking forward to. I think Braves fans should be excited.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you kind of rebuilt Maceo without needing to rebuild, but you kind of did with this youth movement you brought in. So now you kind of
locked everybody up. You locked everybody up. Everybody is on like an 8-10 year deal. And like I say, the last piece now is Dansby. You're going to sign Dansby to his deal, and now you work on that pitching staff. Work on that pitching staff. Work on that bullpen. You just revamp that whole pitching thing, because that's going to be the key for this run for how many years we're going to make a run.
Yeah.
It's going to be very important. Very important.
Okay, real quick, last question. 10 years from now, if we look back at this, you're still doing this, and the Braves ain't getting another one, would this be a disappointment?
It's going to be a super disappointment, because we're gonna look at, we had all those opportunities in the 90s.
Yeah.
We only got one. We basically set up the same way. How many division titles are we gonna win before we man, hey, we need a World Series.
They cute. They nice.
Right. All those banners all around, we won the pennant, we won the NL East, man, whatever. We need the World Series. We want to walk past that trophy case, and we want to see 4-5 trophies.
Yeah, man.
I want Acuna or Michael Harris to do them a documentary like Jeter. You know what I'm saying? I want them to make a nice run. And again, we set up. Will we get it done? I don't know.
Yeah. All right, man.
It's tough.
I just thinking, man. I'm like,
yeah, you just made me cry. I'm sort of sad right now.
We putting a lot of good youth together, 6-7 years. If we don't get another, I'm being very greedy. Yes.
Yeah, I need two.
I got to get at least one out of these 6-7 years.
I need two.
All
these boys on 10-year deal. Everybody on 10-year deal, Glaze. I need two.
Yeah.
Need two.
Come on, man. We can't be just. Look. I don't want. You just got me thinking about that whole. I don't want to go through a whole 90s run where we talking about we want the NL League. God dang, I
ain't giving away World Series. Gave the Yankees 2.
No, we can't. No, I'm with you, man. This is a team. It's kind of like Houston too. Houston built this team. You know, everybody was like the cheating. They still got players that been playing a long time, and they still battling. I want to be battling every year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my thing. All right, I'm good. I'm good. Baseball's hot. I'm ready. That's what I'm talking about, man.
So let's go to NBA. One
Okay.
game in. LA Laker fans are already losing their ever loving minds. What am I missing? Why do people expect this Laker basketball team to be any good? Help me out, Emmanuel Glaze. Help me out. Help me out.
Because they think you got a 38-year-old LeBron. You got bad knees, Anthony Davis, who is day to day already. Russell Westbrook. And bruh, this team is, it don't have any shooters, man. The league today requires you can't have a bunch of drivers in post-up game. You got to be, Golden State is like on 100 right now. They're going to be like, we got 4 shooters and somebody who can get in the paint. We got 4 of them. If you can't guard us all. So now when you play the Lakers, you can just pack the paint because everybody drives. Anthony Davis out here, I mean, look. Anthony Davis, I don't know what to call him anymore, man. He's got talent. I mean, he made a series one time in the game where he blocked the shot.
Yeah.
He got the ball. He drove it. I'm like, this dude should be easily talking MVP about this dude. But make sure we don't give a 40, 50 game for the bruh.
That's all. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? And look, hey, Tom Brady and LeBron James, God bless them. Whatever water they drink out, but that a lot of time ain't no joke, man. And Westbrook is so in his head right now, make sure you can kind of see it. And they all had 3 best games, but make sure after that, who's Patrick Beverly? I mean, you got Dennis Schroeder now. I mean, you really. And Darvin Ham is in his first year. We don't know nothing about this dude coaching. He don't know how to coach this type of thing. So what are we talking about with this team, man? I mean, they'll make the playoffs. I think they will. They're going to be a low seed.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I want to ask you on top of that. Why is everybody so high on the Clippers? What am I missing?
I don't know.
Clippers got a chance to win. I'm like, what have they showed us in 4 years?
I don't know.
Made us say that this team can win a championship.
I perused by 3 or 4 articles. I subscribe to the LA Times, and they are like, the Clippers are the kings of LA, and I'm just like, in what? Look, spades?
Nobody winning a title out of LA. There's going to be Golden State or somebody else out of California winning that title.
I think they play tonight. I think the Clippers and Lakers play tonight.
And I'm looking at it. Kawhi is halfway in, halfway out. Kawhi, like, he's killing. Look, y'all, Paul George is not that guy. I'm sorry. PG-13 will give you 81 games during the regular season.
Playoff P.
And he'll check out in the playoff. I'm looking at the LA teams, and I'm like, they got big names, but why is everybody thinking they're gonna win? What am I missing, basically? What were these teams, man?
I don't know. It maybe it's the mystique of a healthy Kawhi. I mean, when he's healthy, it seems like he wins titles. But hey, when is he healthy? And they talking about him coming off the bench till he kind of get his legs up on there, and I'm just like,
look,
I don't understand.
What's the road they ride down for championships in LA? What's the name of it?
You told me when they do the parade route right now.
Where? When they do the parade for championships, that thing gonna be empty. It's gonna be empty. It won't be no riding down that parade route.
Ain't no parade, bitch.
Yeah. Y'all should be at one in 2020 during the pandemic, because that's the last time y'all gonna get one. Because I'm sorry, y'all got to prove me wrong. I was looking at the LA teams like, what am I missing? They got star power out there.
Oh yeah, sexy names, sexy names.
But where you gonna win it? I don't. Golden State look like they already in the mid-season form, and you got Clay coming back from a year rest. Now he's back Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Golden State, and look, you don't think that Draymond, as much as y'all dog Draymond, he about to show y'all something this year? His last swan song with the dang Golden
Yeah.
State? Because they done paid everybody else except Draymond. That's all he need to
Oh
do
yeah,
now.
they gonna let Draymond walk. Yeah, yeah. All right, buddy. I mean, you just caused too much friction, dog. You caused too much friction, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Go ahead, Terrell. We already
you
get
want to go play with your boy? You love hanging out with him?
yeah.
Go play with him. Go play with him.
We getting Wiseman ready. Wiseman is getting ready right now. That's what we doing. So
Very
look what they
skilled.
doing with Wiseman right now. They like, go ahead, Draymond. We gonna have fun, but we got the big boy coming ready to go when you leave. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Keep it with that, man. Macy, I want to keep with that talk. How good can the Atlanta Hawks be with the DeJounte Murray being there? And this team looks. I don't want to get too overconfident, but you can bring a Bogan Bogdanovic off the bench down, Maceo. You got a nice 8, 9, 10-man rotation. Can this team make some big noise in the East this year with the Phillies, Milwaukee's, and all these teams in the East? Can this team make some noise in the East?
Yes, yes. And you know the one thing that we have to have is health.
Right.
We need DeAndre Hunter to stay healthy. We need
Yep.
John Collins to stay healthy. I think the addition of them Holiday brothers that gives us a. I mean, when you talk about defensive intensity and ratcheting that defense up, they do a wonderful job. That now a lot of people it killed me to hear so many people talk about, man, Murray. Wait, I'm like, y'all let me watch basketball. He been putting in that kind of work since he been in the league, but now he's on a spot where he's playing with his guy, and his addition is gonna allow Trey a lot of time to get off the ball.
Ooh, yeah.
Give Trey a lot of time now. We harp on Trey not playing defense. Well, now he has a backcourt mate that likes playing defense.
Yep.
So now Trey can maybe do the Allen Iverson thing, play the passing lanes, do a lot, gamble a little more because you know Dante is gonna be back there to kind of pick up his slack. But having another scorer like that, remember when we were at Dominique Wilkins' house and Neek talked about how, hey, never in my career did I ever have a guy who could take the pressure off me. Trey has a guy right now that is going to give you 25. He's going to give you 22, 25 a night.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
And now you got a decent, you got Okwandu back for another year. You got Capella back. You got Collins who's trying to show people, hey, you didn't trade me. I'm about to show you why not. I like this team. I think they have the size to do some damage. And like you say, man, we got one of the best backcourts. And like you said, them two brothers on the team this year, that was a big pickup for the Hawks in all season. Shout out to them, man. Great offseason by the GM.
Speaking of NBA, we're gonna stay in the NBA. My guy, Zion Williamson, turned back the clock on everybody last night. Looks in shape. Ran the flow. He gave him, I think he had 25, 10, and 7, something like that. How good was it to see Zion running up and down the floor?
This called my hater hat. Talk to me in week 40, game 41. This is my hater hat. I have turned the hater hat around. Show me, look, man, the kid looked awesome in game 1. He looked fresh. He done took 3 years off, Maceo. He should be fresh. Well, show me week 41 when he a little fatigued. That body ain't jumping like it looked. Has he played a full season? About 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he hadn't given us one of those. He hadn't given us one of those.
Look, man, Zion got all the tools. Longevity. He wasn't giving that. They might have to play Zion every other game so he can get 41 games in the season.
He gonna get what they call it, load management.
He gonna be on like the pitcher. They gonna put him on a pitch count. Hey, come on.
Jesus Christ.
But I hope that he proved me wrong. I like the young fella. I love his power game. But I don't know, man. Look, show me if you always tell me All-Star game on the 2 marks that we look at.
Oh yeah,
If,
oh yeah.
if by Christmas he's still balling, okay. And it's definitely by February in the All-Star game, I'd be like, he might have something. But October, it's still baseball season. I ain't gonna get him nothing yet. It's still October. That's why I like.
Holla at me around Christmas time.
Yeah, Christmas is the first marker. All-Star game is the second. If he's doing good by All-Star game, make sure I shut up and let it roll. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna let him have it.
Yeah, but if he keeps, you got to show me something, boy. Because hey, you got to be able to play all that weight. That 280, 260. You still, it ain't easy to move around, buddy. Trust me.
Nah. One more name to throw at you for opening night. Old Ben Simmons picked up where he left off out there in Philly. He's still the same old Ben, but at least he on the floor. At least on the floor.
That brother had a single, triple, nothing. He had 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Thought he was balling too. The funniest thing I seen on Ben Simmons this summer is when he was at some gym and he had a ball in hand. He just was shooting and he missed the whole goal. And everybody say, "Yep, he in basketball form. He's already in basketball form." Missed the whole goal. Come on, Ben. You an NBA player.
He in mid-season form.
He already in form, buddy. He already in mid-season form. He ready to go.
Oh,
he ready to go. Yeah, man. But look, man. I see disaster. This NBA season is gonna be fun. I really believe it because I think we're gonna have a competitive team. I'm just gonna see who's gonna swing on who in Brooklyn. If somebody gonna get swung on, I'm gonna see if Embiid gonna get tired of Harden, still dribbling between his legs. Are they gonna swing on Doc together? Doc Rivers. I was funny. My wife was telling me, she was like, "Hey, I thought Doc was in this place." I was like, "Nah, he moved up about 4 years ago." I thought he Doc been everywhere, man. That man have been on. Doc been on every coast in the South, the Clippers, Boston. Oh, he ain't been in the Midwest, but he been everywhere else though.
He been everywhere else. Yeah. He threw up the West Side. He was up in Beantown. You know what I'm saying? He was down at what to do? What's the song down at Disney World?
Oh, it's a small world, something like that. I got you, man.
Oh, small world. Yeah. So he been around the globe.
All right, Maceo. We got to get back to college football.
Oh,
who do you buy more? Tennessee, Ole Miss. Which team are you buying right now?
Tennessee.
Woo, Tennessee.
I'm buying Tennessee because they have a 24-year-old quarterback in Hendon Hooker, who is, listen, say what you want. This guy's a 6-year senior. It's not too much you can do to fool him. They are running an offense that's giving teams nightmares. They are very skilled outside, and Tennessee can run the football.
Yeah.
This is a well-constructed team. The name's not sexy. The names aren't sexy, but what you saw last week against Alabama, they have playmakers. Again, you might not know their name, and they won rivals and Under-Armour All-Americans, but these are kids that can legit play football. And I need people to understand, they were without their leading receiver last week.
Mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't have known because they got playmakers everywhere. And again, when you got a trigger man like they got, November 5th, overall 316 just got more interesting. Just got way more interesting.
It is. I can honestly say everybody thought that the East and the West were going to be won by 2 teams. They got challengers in both now because honestly, Lane Kiffin bringing Ole Miss undefeated to play Alabama now. And you got Georgia versus Tennessee. Was Tennessee just that good, or Alabama isn't as good as we think they are?
Well, that Alabama secondary is not that good.
Okay.
It's not that good. And for as great as Bryce Young played, and he played great.
Yeah.
Alabama don't have those playmakers out. So they've been so spoiled at receiver for so long. They don't have that guy out there.
Yeah.
They don't have that guy there. And on defense, their secondary. I mean, they try to make Kool-Aid the guy, but I mean, yeah, I mean, Tennessee would just run the thing, man. They in the words of Sean Paul, they got Swiss cheesed up. You know what I'm saying? Man, they gave Alabama defense that work. The only problem I have with Ole Miss, when I look at both teams, I'm not in love with Ole Miss quarterback.
Yeah. Good
And
point.
I don't think Lane Kiffin in love with him too much either, because Lane Kiffin the last couple of weeks, he pulled a plug and he run the football. And they're very talented at running back. But we know Lane Kiffin want to throw that ball all over the yard.
Lord throwing it.
That Dart, that Jason Dart from USC, yeah, Jag. We Jag. You know, all the hype he had coming out of high school, he just a Jag. He just a Jag.
I say all that, and I still think Alabama, Georgia, and SEC championship game. I'm putting it out there now.
No, I mean, listen, Alabama just got one job.
Yeah,
because this loss really didn't hurt them because it's a cross conference game.
Yeah.
So they're still up in the West now. Texas A&M should have beat them. I still don't know what Jimbo called that last play. I still don't know what that was. I don't know. I mean, come on, man. It's Nick Saban. It's Alabama. It's Bryce Young. Come on, man. I'm putting my money on them too.
And I know how they say if was a fifth, we all be drunk. But Alabama should almost have 3 losses coming into the season this week.
Yeah.
Texas A&M and Tennessee all put that thing on them for a while, but they would, Saban won it in. What you got, man?
Hey, we're gonna stay in college football real quick. USC goes down, which leaves UCLA as the only hope on the West Coast. Can Chip Kelly and the Bruins make a run at the college football playoff?
Some tell me he's gonna lose to USC. Some tell me he's gonna lose bad to USC. I'm sorry. I just don't. I'm looking at this UCLA team and I'm like, okay, they got, it looks good, but something still feels like they're gonna lose maybe 1 or maybe 2 games. They can lose 2. Have they played Stanford yet? I think they played Stanford.
Yeah, they beat Stanford already.
Yeah, they beat Stanford. So I'm he might prove us wrong, but I still think USC beats them, and no team from the Pac-12 get in, bro. I could be wrong. Chip he'd be glad to get back in, but I don't believe in Chip.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
I am not a believer in Chip Kelly. I'm sorry. I mean, he's got some talent. He's doing some things. He's unexpectedly. But I'm gonna flip the question to you. Do a Josh Heupel or a Chip Kelly, when you're playing as a team that nobody's expecting to do well, everybody, you the hunter, you can beat teams who ain't like this. But now you on everybody's radar. How do you handle teams saying, yo, you the number 3 team in the country? Okay, we got to come. We ready to play the number 3 team.
Yeah.
How do you handle if I'm a Chip Kelly, now I'm only undefeated? How do you handle that? Well, I'm ready to see that right now for those 2 teams.
Well, for both of those guys, we talked about hitting Hooker. Well, DTR been in college about 8 years now as well. So I mean,
he played with Troy Aikman. Yeah,
I mean, you got grown ass men who should be holding a clipboard in the NFL.
Yeah.
They are on campus. They are playing college football against 18, 19, 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
These 24, 25-year-old dudes, man. So for this year, because this got to be these guys last year. I mean, ain't no way in the hell they got another COVID year or monkeypox year, whatever. They ain't got no more eligibility.
Yeah.
So for them right now, the quarterback play has been super solid. And you know I'm a big proponent of quarterback play. That's how I judge most wins, most games. I'm like, hey, let me see the quarter. Let me look above the quarterback. They gonna win because they got better quarterback play.
Right. And that's right. That 6th year It's helping a lot of teams now.
And make a
You got,
no. Imagine if you could have got 2 more extra years to
yeah,
play college football.
yeah, because you done seen everything. You done play. You're a little stronger because people don't understand when men get older, they get stronger in certain between
Stronger.
the 20s
Yeah.
and 30s. Because now you're a grown man for real.
You're
18,
grown.
you one way.
Right.
23, I'm a grown man. I'm doing some different things. I should be a rookie in the NFL by now. So I'm a second year. So it makes a difference. And you're seeing a lot of teams, man. They got a bunch of. That's why you're seeing teams like Ole Miss. They got a little old team out there too. They done put together. Yeah, these grown men that probably should have been in the draft, or now they're making a draft stock. So
Bro.
it's gonna be interesting to see, man.
It's
But you're right.
unbelievable.
Quarterback play is making a difference in a lot of these teams going into it. Saying that, Maceo, talking about quarterback play, is kid in Ohio State still the best quarterback in the country, in your opinion?
Without a doubt. Without a
Okay.
doubt. And he's probably playing with the most talent
Yeah.
in college football.
Yes, sir.
And the numbers he's putting up right now, he's doing this without his number one receiver.
Right.
Smith and Jigba is out, and he probably gonna be out for 2 more weeks. So Marvin Harrison, BK, whatever all these crazy names they got. Ohio State is legit. And this is why I picked them preseason to win the national championship. They have everything. And it's like what I told y'all when Dan Quinn took the Cowboy job. You bring in a new defense coordinator, the defense can't get no worse. Ohio State defense was awful. And we saw when they played Oregon, and then we saw when they played Michigan. But the one thing the new DC has come in and done, he just simplified everything. He like, hey, I got athletes. I don't want y'all to think about nothing. Attack the ball, 11 people to the 11 hats to the ball. Hey, we might play some man. We're gonna play a lot of zone. We're gonna keep everything. Dog, we got all these 4 and 5 star athletes. Why I'm gonna get them a damn playbook that look like the Yellow Pages?
One of my favorite things I've kept through life was when Coach Greg got a marker in his hand in the defensive room. He wrote 4 letters up on the board. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That was my favorite term. How do they get when you got athletes all over the field, Maceo? You ain't got to do a lot, bro. All these fancy blitz, just go get the guy and cover. That is you. If you got a defensive playbook like this, you thinking way too much.
You confusing everybody.
And you don't give yourself a chance to adjust. A great defensive coordinator adjusts throughout the game. You are seeing what the offense is doing. Okay, what are they doing? Alabama's defensive coordinator. How is that receiver still one-on-one cover the whole game, Maceo? You see his favorite target. Why ain't you rolling coverage over there towards him? I said, even at the last touchdown, we go with 5 of them. He was in single coverage every time. I'm like,
but dog, I'm gonna do you one better. As I say, just football IQ. Now, I'm tired of looking at the back of his damn jersey. Get what I'm gonna do? Just as a football player, I'm gonna cheat over there. Cause that's where the ball going. And I'm gonna go tell the corner, hey, look, hey, I'm on top of you. Maybe undercut one of them things or beat him up.
Or Maceo, give him the 5-yard hook. Don't keep giving. I said, if this boy run past that cornerback one more damn time and ain't nobody helping, I don't care who you are. Nick Saban is all this. How you let this kid get 5 touchdowns on you? And I'm looking at this. All I thought was Coach Greg looking at me like, Clay, they ain't keeping it simple, stupid. They trying to do too dang much out there. They put too many dang defenses out there, Glade. They need to do one dang defense. Cover number 15. That's all they need to do. He is straight killing them out there. And I'm saying, if they boy throw that one, I'm like, if they not, what are they not rolling, man? This 2 things I never understand. Letting one receiver beat you and you doing a shotgun at the 1-yard line to be 4 yards deep trying to run the ball. I will never get that. I've seen that 13 times this weekend. Everybody in shotgun at the 1-yard line. I'm sorry. Y'all making football hard. Y'all really making this game very Very hard. Very, very, very hard, Maceo. Because if I'm a defensive guy at the 1 yard line, what are you telling your defensive lineman to do?
Yeah, man. We submarine.
If I got to submarine you and I'm submarining 2 yards deep and you are 4 yards deep, I got a good chance of stopping
Now
you.
I'm gonna stop the play because now my running back he got to stop his feet because it's
the
money.
game.
Because it's money.
Y'all gotta be sweating out here, man. God, man.
But what's even crazier? I say so at the one in the shotgun.
Right, shotgun.
So you 5 yards back some more, and then your lineman in a down 2-point stand. So they catch it.
So they don't block this way. They block like this.
They naturally standing up. And what they tell defensive linemen, come low.
Always gonna be 5 defensive, big defensive lineman on the line. And if you're gonna block that little stuff, I'm gonna push you in the backfield. So now the back, you being at the 1, and now you playing at the 3, and that's gonna make it even harder for you to score a touchdown. It's making this thing too hard, man. But yeah, man, it's too much analytics in sports football these days. Nobody's reacting at halftime. Nobody's doing anything at halftime. I'm seeing too much what the analytics say on this play. We do this.
The card says go for 2 right here.
Yeah, but the analytics ain't telling you that what was the receiver from Tennessee?
Number 11, yeah.
The analytics ain't saying number 11 is killing you over there. The analytics ain't saying that, ain't on the analytics like number 11 is killing you. Do something to stop him. That's what I'm rolling coverage. I got 2 guys on him. So you got to beat me with somebody else, young fella.
Somebody else. Throw the ball to somebody. I don't care who you throw it to. You ain't throwing to him no more. He done.
He out the game. He gonna get. I'm gonna roll a linebacker underneath. I'm gonna have the corner over the top, and I'm gonna have a safety up there. But if he catching all that, then he was just hitting that. But nah, man, they making the game too hard, man. I'm sorry, man.
Well, speaking of hard, let's take it to the NFL.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna start down in Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Tom Brady just said earlier today, I think said on his podcast, no retirement in his future. So he might run it back again. Your thoughts when you hear Tom Brady say stuff like this, dog?
There's gonna be a time. Don't never stop. Tom gonna see that 46-year-old body get hit one good time, and he gonna realize this hurts. It's gonna take him a little while longer to get up. Look, man, everybody think they can play the 50. That's his goal. He want to play the 50. Bro, your body is not built. Tom, you don't have no. I mean, you ain't gonna always have a decent line in front of you, bro. There's gonna be times that you're gonna get walloped and hit because you're a statue still. You can't run out the pocket. Your receivers are okay. Julio play every now and then, but
Julio ain't played since week 1.
So good luck with that, Tom. Hey man, if you can do it, you can do it. But I'm hoping and I pray that he don't get knocked out the game. That's my thing.
No.
I'm hoping that he don't play so long that he gets the only way he leaves if he has to get knocked out to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't built like they used to. Like Tua, you can see what Tua around there staggering and stuff. And he had to finally sit on the bench. My thing is, I hope Tom don't go out on a stretcher or knocked out the game. I hope he don't play so long till he gets hurt out the game. That's my fear with this. I know he loves the game. I know he feels like he still got a sharp mind. But these guys are 6'7", 6'6". They're getting faster. They're getting stronger. You got linebackers like your boy down there in Dallas who can blitz off the corner faster. It's dangerous. Look, I'm 49. Look, Tom, I'm not in shape like you are, but this stuff hurts a little bit longer. I can't get off the floor that quick. It takes a little bit longer, Tom, to do things, man. What are your thoughts on it, man? Should he keep playing?
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I saw it. I kind of just laughed because I'm like, that's just you talking through the court, season. You everybody know what you got going on, family wise, and all this. Yeah, right. So you're basically like you're deflecting, dude. When this season over, dog, you might not make an announcement, but you ain't gonna show up either. You probably gonna tell people behind, you work some back channels because I think it pissed him off how it got leaked last year.
Yeah.
So I think this year is gonna be more like he probably already gave Todd Bowles a note like, "Hey man, hey, I'm out. I got stuff I got to take care of." It's no way this guy gonna play football again next year, man. It's no way. And
he would be
the way he playing right now, like, no, you're not that.
Yeah.
You're not that, man. And it's okay. You ought to go.
Yeah.
You to
Ride
go.
off, man. Enjoy life.
Man. Ride off, man. My
Look,
God.
I don't know what your kids did to you, but raise them up, man. Enjoy your kids. God dang, what did they
You might got another young quarterback in there, Tom.
Enjoy it. God dang, bro. But that's my fear when I see Tom praying is he gonna be carried off? Because these cats can, even though the NFL is doing everything in their power to stop quarterbacks from getting hit. You one good clean shot away from staggering off that field, and you don't want to. You shouldn't end you're Tom Brady. You shouldn't end your career that way.
Yeah,
that shouldn't be the way your career ends. It shouldn't be on. You shouldn't be in a sling. You shouldn't walk off. Just end it, Tom. Finish this year. Have fun, and go into the sunset, man. Going into the sunset. Speaking of NFL, man, can I ask you a question, man?
Yes, sir.
Can we shut up about the dang the quarterback from what's his name? Can we talk? Can we shut up now? Are they still going to ask for this guy? What's the backup quarterback name for Cowboys?
Oh, Cooper Rush. Oh no, that's dead. That's dead.
Can we shut that up now? I mean,
that's dead. No, that's dead. The problem once again, if Jerry Jones never makes that comment, this a non-story. This is Jerry doing what he do. This is why the Cowboys are the most valuable franchise, because Jerry is the only owner that has a press conference. You don't hear from no other owner.
Right.
Jerry got a weekly call-in show.
Yep.
Everything with Jerry is a circus. Now, again, I keep telling y'all, if I'm Dak, I go tell Jerry tomorrow, Jerry, man, my thumb hurt, Jerry. I'm a red shirt this year, man. Y'all going to ride that Cooper Rush train, man. Go on to ride it. The guy was awful. And the difference between a backup quarterback and a starting quarterback is, again, when things go bad, start going bad for a backup quarterback, it's an avalanche. Yeah. Well, your starter just know how to fight through things. Yeah. He threw that first interception. It led to a interception, and then he got gunshot. And that's why he's a backup quarterback. So for all of you who ordered your Cooper Rush jersey and y'all were living for a quarterback controversy, you get that's what you get.
That's what you know what makes it tells you what also happens when a team have 3 weeks of film on you. Guess who? The NFL is one of the greatest film watchers ever, Maceo. So now, we done seen Cooper Rush for 3 weeks. All right, we know he likes to do this. Tendencies. When you're a backup, you don't have no tendencies.
Nobody got no book on you. Right. Yeah,
they got no film on you.
They had to go pull up Central Michigan footage, and they like, I can't decipher this.
Yeah. So now when they got 3 weeks, they were like, he like to do this. Okay. All right, so we're gonna shut the run down first. We're gonna put some pressure on the run. We're gonna put a little pressure on him. And look, man, when you're like, I love the way you said that. You need to put that on there. When you're a starting quarterback, starter quarterbacks know how to adjust throughout the game.
Yeah.
Backups don't. Backups are backups for a reason. That's why you'll see everybody talk about Fitzpatrick, how everybody love him. All good for 3 or 4 weeks till people get that film on him and they be like, "Oh, he ain't finna beat us." Oh, he still fit. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why some guys are always. It's just you good for a relief. That's why they're starting pitchers and they're relief pitchers. Yeah. A relief pitcher can go. A starter know how to use his arm for 6, 7, 8 innings.
Right.
A relief pitcher gonna give you 2 innings,
and that's it. He out of gas. Yeah. And this is what I was trying to tell. I'm trying to get people to think. Everybody just going on. Oh my God, it's Philadelphia Eagle defense. No, Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
It was Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush helped that defense. Now, what their defense did do, like you said, hey, we're gonna take away the run.
Yeah.
And we're gonna undercut. CD like to run that little over route. So what we gonna do? We gonna make it look like he gonna go. But as soon as he break, No, somebody right up under it. And now Cooper Rush gonna have to throw it. He had to make the perfect throw over a linebacker and hope that corner don't get to. And he could now. He sailed that ball all night.
Yeah, and it's a difference in 3 weeks of worth of film, and you coming off the bench for 1 week. It's a whole different ball game, man. It's a whole different ball game.
Now this one is gonna be funny because I came off as a hater. Y'all know how I feel about old Aaron Rodgers, old AA Ron.
Yeah, right. We know.
What's going on in Green Bay, Manuel Glaze?
I don't know. I think the honeymoon's over with the coach and Aaron, man. Aaron is. Let me ask you this: who mattered more to each other? Did Green Bay matter more to Deontay Adams? Is Devontae Adams?
Yeah.
Or did Adams mean more to Green Bay? Because this thing looking,
they miss
Green Bay like it's like they miss. They don't look good out there, bro.
They miss each other because we look out there at Devontae.
Yeah.
And one, he ain't used to losing. Two is they're targeting him, but they're not getting him the ball the way that Aaron Rodgers knew how to get him the ball.
Right.
Even though him and Derek Carr play college ball together, they've been apart for so long. It's stuff that Devontae added to his game that Carr got to get used to. Whereas him and Aaron could just look at each other. And they knew, and you can tell Aaron is so gun shy right now. Think about all the throws he used to just pull the trigger because he no doubt Devontae gonna be there. I don't care how I throw. Devontae gonna be there. Not Devontae out here 1-4, 1-5, whatever the Raiders are. You got Green Bay, they struggling. It look like Minnesota gonna run away with their division right now.
Yeah.
So no. They miss each other, man. This is one of those things where, come on, Aaron, how much more money did you need? No, give Devontae all that money.
Yeah.
Let Devontae all that. How much more money do you need?
I'm looking at this Green Bay team. I'm not impressed on either side of the football.
Nah.
I'm like, for years, everybody was thinking about last year they did so much, but I'm like, I think everybody's catching. Aaron's getting old too now. Aaron ain't a young chicken either. His arm is still lively, but Aaron's a lot going on with this team, man. Look, I'm gonna say this too, Michelle. I gotta see how everybody acts by week 9. I'm still that guy. It's early still, but I want to see there's some teams that are looking who makes adjustments. You know what I'm saying? That's why I see my Falcon fans are very excited right now. I'm holding judgment for a little while because yes, you're in first place at week 6. I'm gonna say something this, and I'm not asking for Ritter, but I'm gonna say it like this: there was a reason why Mariota was a backup for so many years. I want to see him go through a full season as the guy making his team. So I'm looking at, I'm holding all judgments about week 9 because by week 9, all right, this is what we got, and I see what teams like the Falcons. I'm impressed with their defense more, a lot more right now. Green Bay, does Aaron have another number 1? Is there a guy that can do anything? Are the Rams really? What's going on with them? So there's some. I'm really excited to see this team. Is Pittsburgh really this bad? You know what I'm saying? Are they really this bad as a team? I mean, I'm looking at a lot. Is Kansas City? Is Buffalo really the deal this year? Everybody's on them right now. So the NFL right now. I got more questions than I do answers right now.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm looking at these teams like,
no doubt.
Is this really a good team? Are they really got a good? Is the coaches? I mean, what are they doing right now? Now you got 17. You got to play 17 games now, so you got to be able to spread it out, pick up them free agents, make sure when people get hurt, what's it going to be like, man? So, I'm really Green Bay is one of the teams I'm really keeping an eye on, kind of like Pittsburgh. Falcons have got my interest a lot. And I'm looking at also the Cowboys. I don't think there is a team, and I could be wrong. There's not a defense better than the Cowboys right now. Dan Quinn got them on 100 right now. It's ridiculous. Can Dak come in and do something with this team to make them a team? I mean, Philly, everybody, look, same thing with me in Philly. Yeah, they 6-0 right now. holler at me in week 9. Let me see what they're doing in week 9 or week 10, bro. I
I love
can't jump. I'm
I
not
love
jumping
that.
on this right now.
I love that point because we look at both teams that went to the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
The Rams had a stretch where Matthew Stafford threw a pick six like 4 weeks in a row.
Every week it looked like.
And then all of a sudden, bam, the Bengals. Like, no, unless you live in Cincinnati, nobody expected the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl. But
Nobody.
he caught fire about week 11, week 12.
Yeah.
And the momentum carried him. That's a very good point, Glaze. You like where you are because the thing you want to do right now, you want to stack as many wins as possible because
you want to be healthy.
You want to be healthy. You want to be
if you
healthy.
Stack wins and stay healthy in that second half of the stretch. That's when teams pull away from me. So I'm kind of looking like, all right, who's looking good? Who's still got some, strength? A lot of teams like missing some big pieces. Linemen are going out a lot now. I'm looking at a lot of it. So I'm looking it's nice and tight right now with a lot of teams.
Right.
Who's healthy in that second half to make that run to be able to do like a Cincinnati? So it's going to be very interesting next. I'm really loving the way football is now. I'm really like every game right now is exciting to me. I can watch a football, even the night game, Saints versus Arizona. You're still looking like, okay, what do they? You already going to say it early in the show. DeAndre, he's back. Yeah. What is he D-Hop doing? What does he bring to Arizona now? So it's like this NFL season is at everybody's peaked, everybody's interest, so everybody's hype. All right, my last question for you, dog, is this. If Russell Wilson, was he hurt this year with the early part, or this really how he plays now? Because now he's saying his shoulder is back good. And the reason why I bring up Russell Wilson, because there was another team everybody was expecting to do big things this year. Is he hurt? Or is this him, in your opinion?
Mr. Unlimited. I mean, you got to be unlimited. Mr. Unlimited. Uh-oh. As Coach Banks just chimed in real quick, is Lincoln County winning? Oh.
Look, man, it's been some hot stuff around here, bro. We beat Aquinas finally, and we back to back. We beat Washington Wilkes, Coach. We got you. We see the paper, Coach. We see the paper, Coach. We see the paper. We see you got all them passing yards and you're running game. We see. Look. I had a few people that reached out to me already, Mace. What Coach Bay doing that? I said, no, don't get the bow tie confused. Now he can coach that now. The bow tie can coach. Don't get the bow tie confused. Now he can coach up there in Green County. That's my dog. Now. That's some fun.
Borough Boys, exit 130. Pay the fee.
Yeah, Coach, man. You got me a little nervous, Coach. I see.
Be great anyway.
You got some great talent down there.
All his hashtags. That's all Coach Banks hashtags. Be great anyway.
But I'm gonna give you a little something, Coach. You know my cousin running back there. I'm just gonna put that out there, Coach. My cousin is a running back for Lincoln County. So I'm just gonna put that out there, Coach. Be careful. My little cousin playing running back for Lincoln County this year. So, but yeah, man. So yeah, make sure that's my question to you, man. What is up with Russell?
Russell is bad. Russell is very bad. I think Pete Carroll tried to tell us this last couple of years. This is why he didn't want Russ to cook. And he was like, hey, I tried to tell y'all, Richard Sherman and the Legion Boom been trying to tell us that, hey, this is Russ.
Yeah, right.
Russ goes to Denver. He finessed the Walton family to get him a lot of money.
They broke the bank.
And Russ bad. And not only is Russ bad, I don't think Judy is as good as we thought. The running game. That Denver team, well, let's start with this. Paul Hackett is awful. He shouldn't be a head coach.
Why is he head coaching?
He shouldn't be a head coach. Now, he should get the same treatment that all these other guys, if he was black, he might get fired midway through season, but he should be one and done like everybody else. Monterio say, what's the word on OBJ? You hearing the Vikings? No. No truth to the Vikings bringing in OBJ. They with OBJ looking for what OBJ need to do. If I'm OBJ, I sit out all year. Dude, you tore your knee, and you say your knee, you tore your ACL before the Super Bowl. Sit down, OBJ. Relax. Like, take the year off. Because even if OBJ comes in somewhere, at what point is he gonna play? Week 14? OBJ can't help nobody. OBJ, heal, get into the off season, and then let everybody come for you, man. Like, stop it.
But are we on that point? Why are we still looking at OBJ? This ain't the same dude that was that guy that everybody remembers. You ain't gonna keep telling me a guy that keeps getting injured like this, Monterio, who he's not the same guy.
No.
I'm gonna give you a player case in point. We saw Julio constantly decline after every injury. Yes, he can make a great catch, but look at him now. He can't stay on the field.
Yeah.
So who's going to invest that type of money in a guy that you can't even – you don't know how many games you're going to get out of this dude.
Yeah.
Man. You don't know how to – so I know everybody is loving OBJ, but we're in love with the old OBJ.
Right.
This new guy can't stay on the field. He's getting injured. And are we loving OBJ? But are we – I mean, he played great during the Giants, but how long ago was that, man?
Yeah.
What is this guy? I mean, I would love for him to be the old OBJ, but we ain't getting the old Kanye. We ain't getting the old OBJ. They gone. They gone. We ain't getting those two guys no more. We gotta.
Yeah, man.
We ain't getting either one of them no more.
And the guy, I mean, he stay hurt.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, yeah. Listen, he was on the verge of being Super Bowl MVP, but he got banged up. And he always getting hurt. Like, realistically, if you bring OBJ in, whoever brings him in, it's going to be a chance you only going to have him 10 games, 12. And are you going to get those 12 early? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to get them down the stretch? Y'all got to remember, OBJ came into the league with an injury. He missed like the first 5 weeks his rookie year because his hamstring. And it was this. It's always somewhat OBJ. Now, listen, y'all. I'm an OBJ. OBJ, my guy.
You know me. I'm OBS, OB senior. I like both of them. You know what I'm saying? I like both of them. I'm just
this guy, and what makes OBJ special is that, like, he is truly a superstar. Like, I've seen it with my own eyes, like how when he changed the climate when he walked in the room. This guy is a bona fide. He's probably the most recognizable NFL player, period.
Yeah.
It ain't nowhere OBJ can go and people be like, no, people are starstruck by OBJ.
Yeah.
But he can't, and it's starting to come apart because the superstar that he is off the field, he's not that on the field anymore. And that's the I ain't gonna say it's depressing, but I think that's what he battles. Because I think he's starting to realize, you know what? I only got a few more swings this thing out, and it might be over for me.
Yeah, and I would love to see
what if?
I would love to see him come back and get 4 or 5 strong more years.
Yeah,
and just play great football like he can. But can he get over the fact that I may not be the superstar like you just said? Can I just be a great receiver on a team? Like if I go to a team that can use me, can I just? I mean, you gotta. Because even if he come out hurt, Maceo, or not playing it, you gonna pay attention because it's
you gotta pay attention to him because he
he
might just cook your second corner.
Yeah, your second corner over there looking like.
I gotta go OBJ. Oh my God.
He gonna be starstruck a little bit now. Speed don't go that fast. He still probably got the speed. His hands are ridiculous because of the size of his freaking hands.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story. When the Rams had they did the Super Bowl thing.
Yeah.
And OBJ came back. Kobe said for all the guys who won on the team last year, when they saw OBJ, Kobe was like, my eyes, my skin. I was like, man, that's OBJ. He was like, everybody was tripping out. He like when OBJ, like they warming up, getting ready for a game. When OBJ walked on the field, he said, everybody stopped what they were doing. Now he not even playing. He in street clothes.
Yeah.
And everybody couldn't take their eyes off him.
Yeah.
That's how he is.
Yeah, he's that dude.
He is. He used to be boxer. He used to be must-see TV. And I think now we're like, what we gonna get when he come back?
I'm gonna add one more thing, make sure the one of our commenters. Coach, I know you hot about homecoming, but if you win next Tuesday or next Thursday at 6, you get 15 minutes to come on the show and talk about it. How about that, Coach? I'm just gonna put it out there. You can do it from the locker room. We'll give you the link. You can come on this show, talk about it, and talk about how hot Greene County is. But if you lose, just be ready. I might wear a bow tie on the show just to say that we got the thing. So be ready, Coach. If you win, you get to come on the air, and talk your stuff and do all that. I just nod my head. Because, Greene County was nobody expecting this out of Greene County this year. And he's done a phenomenal. I always tell people, Coach can coach. That Newtown team he put players in college. He played well. He got some players. Be ready, Coach.
Montero, do what we do. We do it for y'all, baby. We do it for y'all, man. We like Jeezy, man. We do it for y'all, man. It's for the culture.
Hey, man, you got to end it. Give me a non-sports thing, man. Give me
something. I got the, and I know you probably not watching it. Raising Canaan, man. Raising Canaan. You got to get on this thing, man.
Make sure, man. Look,
you got to get on this thing, man, because the dumbest drug dealer ever just did the dumbest thing ever on the TV show.
Yeah, man. My wife watches it. She loves it. She talks about it all the time. So I get it, man. I'm behind 3 seasons now, 2 seasons.
It's just 2 seasons. Man, you gotta get your mind right, man. Get your mind right, man.
I watched most of the first season, so I'm about a season and a half before I catch up. You know what I mean? I like to watch my own on Saturday or Sunday and catch up, man.
Tell him, Montero, you gotta get on. Hey, man, the dumbest drug dealer ever is Marvin. Marvin is ask Jen how dumb Marvin is. No, Marvin gave a dope fiend a wad of cash and a bus ticket to get out of town. Now he's supposed to kill him. Rock said kill him, but he trying to fix himself, so he go get a wad of money and a bus ticket. Get what the junkie did. He got off at the next stop.
Yeah. They smoked it up. Everybody right, yeah.
No, Marvin, you supposed to follow that bus at least to Philadelphia. You supposed to jump on 95 and make sure that joker got out.
Yeah, that sounded dumb.
I'm done, man. I'm done. It's time to go watch Georgia Tech, everybody. Hey, man.
That was dumb. Yeah.
He got off of the bus. He told the driver, man, let me off this bus. He got a pocket full of money.
Hey, boy. He might have gave him all the crack. Here it is right here.
He finna go buy an 8-ball.
Remember Dave Chappelle when he was on there, he bought his girlfriend that big old crack rock. That's what he just did. He might have gave him the big one. That's what he just did. He probably smoking all. He probably smoke all that.
Next time they see him, he gonna be old.
He might fly back to the place. He gonna be so high, boy. He might be. Good Lord of mercy. All right, y'all.
He gonna be like Tony Montana.
All right, y'all. We out of here.
Hey, y'all. We out, man. Hey, man. Appreciate you, my boy.
See y'all next week, man.
You.
All right, boy.
You.